Alrighty, so in this part, again, it is 4 problems. You only need to do one. So it says, over the weekend, I rented a scooter downtown. They charge a flat fee of $2.25 per mile. First, write the equation that represents the cost, C, after M miles. So this is going to be the cost, 0.25 is next to per. Remember that per, each, things like that. That typically is our, okay, that needs to go next to M or next to X, plus a flat fee of 2. Then it says, what does the slope represent? So what does that mean? What does the 0.25 mean? Okay, so that means every mile, right? Every one, you will pay 25 cents. For every 1 mile, you will pay 25 cents. All right. So now looking at the next part, how much would it cost if I went 3 miles? So I would have my cost in place of M. I would put 3, and then that's going to be plus 2. In place of M, I would put a 3, and then it's going to be plus 2. So from there, we are going to take my 25 cents and multiply it by 3. That gives me 75 cents. Add that to 2, and you end up with $2.75. And that cost is going to be in dollars. So it cost me $2.75 to ride that scooter 3 miles. Okay? So now we are going to look at number 22. I went to a wedding over the weekend, and the guitarist charged $50 initially and $30 per hour. So I have my cost next to H is going to be 30 plus his initial fee of 50. What does the y-intercept cost? Or what does the y-intercept represent? Sorry. That $50 represents how much he charges to show up. So just for the guitarist to get there, right? If he gets to the venue and you decide, you know what, I don't actually want a guitarist anymore, I just want to stick with my DJ, I still have to pay $50 because he drove all the way out there. He showed up. He did his part. Okay? Then it says, how much would it cost if he played for 6 hours? So I have my cost equals 30. In place of H, I would have 6 plus 50. That would be 180 if you do 30 times 6 plus 50. 180 plus 50 is 230. And for him to play at that wedding for 6 hours would cost $230. All right. So now we are looking at going to the zoo. It costs $35 for each of us to get into the zoo, and then $8 for every time we go to the merry-go-round. Okay? This is my family. That's why it's so expensive. So my cost is going to be 8 times R plus 35. $8 for each time we go on the merry-go-round plus the 35. What does the slope represent in this case? Well, each time or every time we go on the merry-go-round, we will pay $8. Okay? Then it says, how many times did we ride the merry-go-round if we spent $59 at the zoo? So in the other ones, it says how much would it cost. This one is how many times did we ride. So that means that the 59 is actually going to go in place of this cost. And then I'm going to have my 8R plus 35. So I need to solve for R, which means I need to subtract 35 on both sides. This gives me 8R. 59 minus 35 is 24, divided by 8. So R equals 3, and let me scoop that up for you. So this would be 3 rides, or 3 times. Okay, my family and I rode it 3 times, plus everything else. That's how we got to the $59. Okay, for the last one, an electrician came to my house. He charged $15 for the service call and $55 per hour. Write the equation that represents the cost C after H hours. So I have my cost that equals $55 per hour plus 15. 55 per hour plus 15. From there, I need to write what the y-intercept is. Okay, the y-intercept, that's going to be how much he charges to come to my house. Just like the guitarist, right? Just for showing up, I'm going to have to pay him that money. And then from there, the amount of work that he does will give me my final total. So it says, how many hours did he stay at my house if I paid him $125? So just like the last one, this isn't saying, oh, he did it for this many hours and we're going to plug it in for H. We're actually going to be solving for H. So we're going to put 125 in for C, and then I'm going to solve for H. So minus 15 on both sides. 55H equals 110. Then we need to do 110 divided by 55. And he stayed for a total of 2 hours.